A very good afternoon, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And at this point in time, we are looking at one of the most sensitive stories ever in the nation of Zimbabwe. And this is a grand heist from ZANU-PF, and they've been doing it for a very long time now, and they are continuously doing it. So if you go back to history, early 2000, ZANU-PF was involved in land grab, mass land grabs, which resulted into the land reform program, which became chaotic. I'm not saying it was bad to recover our land back, but the way it was recovered was chaotic because it didn't benefit the masses of Zimbabwe. Now, the same land which was grabbed from whites in a chaotic land reform program is now being sold to individuals by the government at discounted rates and prices. Let us take a look onto what Kuda Tagure has said here.
Taona kuti hapana mtemo unokonesa kuti tiite ma-title deeds, kuti mupe vanhu venyu ma-title deeds. Mukabva matibvunza zvakare kuti minda yedu ichadzokera kuvarungu here, tikanotarisa zvakare muconstitution tikaona kuti kwete, minda haichadzokeri kuvarungu zvakare. Tikatarisa mukatituma mukatibvunza kuti pane vanhu vachaunganidza minda vamwe vachishayiwa here, tikaona kuti Your Excellency munhu anobvumirwa munda umwe chete neconstitution yenyu. Tikaona zvakare kuti hurumende haibvumiki kupa munda kana muviri kana 1.5 kuno umwe munhu. Munhu anofanira kuwana 1 farm. In fact, it's 1 family per 1 farm. Your Excellency, mukatibvunza kuti vanhu vanokwanisa kushandisa here minda iyoyi kuti vaende kumabhangi kuti vakwanise kuwana mafacilities kuti vakwanise kurima. Tikaona kuti pane title, tikapa vanhu ava ma-title deeds, mukapa vanhu ava ma-title deeds, vanokwanisa kuenda kumabhenki vakanoona ma-access to finance. Mukatibvunza kuti zvino mutemo zvaunoti we must alienate the farms or the plots for value, will the people be able to afford it? Mukabva maita chio zvamunogara muchiita, mukati hativapei ma-discounts akawanda ekuitira kuti munda iwoyu ugokwanisa kuita iwo unoshandiswa kuita security kuti munhu awane facility kumabhenki.
So this is Kudakwasheta Gray, and Kudakwasheta Gray is explaining how they want to implement the sale of these farms to individuals, how they want to give title deeds to individuals. So the biggest scam of this century is that when they brought in the land reform program, they grabbed all commercial farms, they gave themselves, they took those farms to themselves and their families. They offered themselves offer letters, 99-year leases, which means they are in position and direct control of that land. Secondly, they've initiated the payment of more than $4 billion United States dollars to white commercial farmers who were affected by the chaotic land reform program. So, first thing is that they didn't put a legislation in place that they are now taking back land to avoid compensation. Now, they are compensating $4 billion plus to the commercial farmers. They took everything which was at the farms, be it houses which were there, be it cattle, be it farm machinery, and everything. They grabbed everything, and white farmers walked naked with nothing. So after looting what was at the farm, after forcing the government to pay or compensate white farmers for what was looted by them. They are now giving each other title deeds. Not only that, let us go back to RBZ farm mechanization program. They were given loans, each one of them, all these people we are talking about who are going to benefit from this program, they got loans from the RBZ. Some they got farm implements, some they got money, some they got different and various things. They never paid anything to that RBZ loan. So right now, they are now putting value on land, which they grabbed and looted the assets which were present, and also took loans and failed to farm and failed to pay back those loans. And now they are now in another haste where they are going to take money, stash that money in Europe and other countries. Then when a government change comes, they'll simply move out of Zimbabwe, enjoy the loot, whilst banks repossess that land and privatize it 100% straight, which means Zimbabwe will be left with nothing. Zimbabwe will be left privatized. If we allow this to happen, Zimbabwe in the next 10 years will be owned by private individuals, by banks, by the richest people in the world, because these people will simply run away and that land will be sold because they will take loans and they will make that land a security, or they give that land as security. Which means as Zimbabweans, we need to warn banks to say, if you banks allow that scam to happen, we will repossess that land and we will not compensate you with anything, because the stolen land, stolen property is recovered and is forfeited upon a new government coming in. It doesn't matter how long it is going to take. That must be a policy which is known by these people. So it's a it's a scam. This is the biggest haste of the century. So if you look from 2000 up to this day, these people, they have benefited from the land scam far too long. They are the land barons involved in unlawful development of land, wetlands, etc. And then they come and demolish houses, demolish properties, give other people the same land, sell the same land to other people. Years later, they come and demolish again. That is how they operate. So this time around, this is the biggest scam which I have ever seen. Erisha says we have to remove these criminals masquerading as a government without a delay. Yes, that is true. These people, they are actually looting. They are actually doing everything they can to make sure that they impoverish us as Zimbabweans. So it's up to you, it's up to me, it's up to us to have this conversation, agree on what needs to happen as citizens. This is no longer a political issue. It's now about a grand haste which is about to happen, which is going to affect you and me. Us all, we are going to be affected by this. Which means marizeva aya takagadzirirwa na Smith ne-Rhodesian government ndo kwaticharamba tiri tisina title, tichingotwa wabviswa, tichingoitwa baya wabaya. Kana mineral ikabuda munda mako, you will not benefit anything. They will come, they will peg a claim, and they will move you out of your area, and you are left with nothing. You are left poor. You are left useless. So this is what is happening. A grand haste is taking place at this point in time as we speak right in Zimbabwe. And I'm calling each and every concerned citizen to say, we have to stop Kudata Gwirei and his cabal, because these are the people controlling everything. They've captured banks to an extent that those same banks will simply extend my loan, extender, as a way of privatizing land. So iwewe nendicha saranei chango saratiri makwereveshi. That is the honest truth. So it is what it is. We'll continue to watch and see, but we have to reject this nonsense. I agree with you, my brother Temba. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts.